Hello and welcome to a brand new week. If you have seen last week's vlog, I really did not reach my reading goal like at all. I was busy with other things and I'm quite happy with the stuff that I was busy with. But yeah, it sucked for my reading goal. So I was contemplating, should I adjust my reading goal and change what I'm reading for this week, or what should I do? And I ended up saying, let's just see where we get to and then adjust by next weekend to see what we still need to finish by end of November. So now I have on my schedule for this week last week's books that I didn't finish and this week's books, which amounts to like 2,430 pages, which is crazy, but that's just how it's gonna be. So the books that I want to read, in most cases, completely start and read this week is this beautiful. These are two traveling books that I need to finish and give to the next person. Well, this one isn't, but I need to read this to get to this one. Then this one is a Willoughby book that I was sent after giving them the prompt that I want something with a snarky, sassy character like Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And then this is from the Once Upon a Book Club box with some gifts waiting for me. This one just needs to be read soon because I have been putting this on my TBR forever and ever. And I wanted to read this arc before November and now it's already out. So I need to finish these, start and finish in most cases. I want to make a little bit more progress in Memoirs of a Geisha. I've been reading this throughout November and I'm almost done and I'm loving it. So I have at the end of the week like a chapter a week, so just a few pages that I want to make progress in this. And then additionally I still have one more book, and that is just 100-page thing. It's an arc from NetGalley called Hidden Pearl, playing in the Second World War, and I was quite excited to get to that, and it's only 100 pages and I need to find a way to finish that. But having said that, I know 2,430 pages is absolutely unrealistic, so I'll just grab whatever I'm in the mood for and let's just see how far I'm going to get through. I do need to take some time to edit last week's and the week before's vlog and upload the week before's vlog, so I'm like 2 weeks behind on my vlogs. And it might stay that way, that I'm always 2 weeks behind until I have some free time to catch up. But that's okay. So I need to take some time for that. I need to take some time for my Korean learning, my daily vocabulary, and I have 3 classes again this week. So there's a lot going on and I am working full time. So I might not get through them. I will not get through all of them, but let's see how much I can do, okay? So let's start with this one, because this one I already started. I'm on page 74 and I need to finish that so I can give this to the next person reading. We have this project on Goodreads with a couple of people called Traveling Books, where a couple of people are reading the book and are putting the notes in, and then we send it over to the next person. And I just love this so much. It's just so much fun to see all their comments while reading. Obviously, if you're one of the last people, it's usually like a maximum of 10 people reading. There's a lot more discussions going on, but I love it nonetheless. So it's just fun, especially if you start knowing the people that are reading with you. And let's see, there's 2 people who have read this book who I now know in person, which is awesome. And I can't wait to get to this. So this is always so much fun, and I only have a month to read it and to send it to the next person. So this needs to get done. So I am going to dig into this today. And because I'm ahead of my schedule with Memoirs of a Geisha, there's no Memoirs of a Geisha today. So let's read a little and then go to work. I'm actually finished. I have no idea how I just did that with working, and I went shopping with my son today, and well, life, but I still finished. Once I really got into it, I was just flying through it, and I cannot wait to dive into the next one. This story, well, because I didn't mention it before this week, so this story is about this girl. I think she's 22 years. She killed somebody and is thrown into a dungeon to be executed. And the rules of this country, where magic, by the way, is banished, is that a prisoner who is awaiting execution is supposed to be offered the position of the commander's food taster. And Yelena does accept that offer, and then she becomes the food taster of the commander, but her past is catching up with her. The family of the person that she murdered wants revenge, and then stuff happens, and it's really good. I really enjoy it, and I am really looking forward to reading the next one in the series. Well, tomorrow. So I'm gonna go to bed now and sleep, and then tomorrow we'll read Magic Study. This definitely is a 4 or 5 stars for me. Good morning. So I read 2 chapters in Magic Study this morning, and it's really great to just stay in that story and just go and just explore more. It feels like it's a little bit of a different story than Poison Study, because we're in a completely different setting with some of the same characters, and it's kind of weird because there's a complete difference. It is a completely different story, and then again it's still the same. So making the jump is very interesting, and I'm loving it so far. Right now I have the Bomibox that just arrived. Can I just say that the Bomibox is one of the prettiest boxes. They have a different design every single time they're sending it to us, and it is, and also what I love is that they are wrapping it in plastic, and this prevents it from getting rained on and soaking, and also it gives us these beautiful boxes without any stickers on, so I love that as well. So let's look inside. This looks like a travel kit, Pyongyul. It's an interesting brand that I did like a couple of things from. I didn't find these to be like the stunningly best items, but really good. So we have a toner, and we have cleansing foam, and we have nutrition cream, and then we have samples of each as well. This also has moisturizing serum and balancing gel. Okay, so this can go into my traveling kit. So we have a hand cream. Then we have an aloe vera soothing gel mist. I think I have better aloe vera products from the brand that I sell. Oh, and then we have a second cleansing foam from Pyongyul. Then we have an eau de cologne, peach blossom. Let's look at that. This is a room perfume though. That's nice. That's really nice. It is exactly what you would expect from like a peach blossom room refresher. Don't know how long it would last, but it's pretty much. Then we have a wash of facial mask, black tea, in this little packaging, so it's probably a one-time use. Yeah. It's a one-time use. We have 2 more masks, sheet masks, collagen and white milk. Looking forward to use these. And then last but not least, we have hydrogel eye patch from Bulgarian Rose Water. Oh yeah, that smells exactly like one of these Sisley Rose Damask mask or something. Smells exactly like that. All right, so again, I do feel like we are getting good value for money. I have to look it up, but I believe I'm paying 40 bucks, and that's including shipping. And just let me see if I can hold it all up. So a lot of full sizes, some sample sizes, I think for 40 bucks, and that includes shipping. That's quite a good value. All right, now I'll have to go to the Genius Bar. I have some issues with my phone, the touchpad is malfunctioning. And since I'm going to the hospital next week, I really want a working phone. So I'm going to the Genius Bar now to hopefully get that fixed, and then working all day. I think while driving, I'm going to be listening to Memoirs of a Geisha. And yeah, then I'm going to be working all afternoon when I'm back. And hopefully tonight, then I will get some reading time. Hello, it is Wednesday. I just stepped out of the shower and I'm getting ready to start a little bit of my day's reading. Yesterday, when I came back home, I just went straight into working again. After working, I just sat down on the couch. I just wanted to start reading and I just fell asleep. So now I have done a couple of hours of work. I have picked up my son from school and all these kind of things that just take up your time during the day. So now it's around 5 p.m. I have the first time in the day to start reading a little, and that's what I will do. I want to continue one more chapter in Memoirs of a Geisha. I do have this on audiobook as well, and I'm listening to it on audiobook while I'm driving. So when I drove to pick up my son, I realized that in the chapter that I'm in, there's some weird jumps to previous chapters. So for some reason, the audio seems to be a little bit flawed. So I want to finish up that chapter so I can listen to it on audiobook again while driving. And I'm not that far from the end. And then I have my group in the evening. It's a group where people meet who are getting the surgery that I'm getting next week. And so it's like a self-help group kind of. And I really think I should go a week before the surgery. Create some more bonds and etc. And then I hope that when I get back, I still have enough time and energy to continue reading Magic Study, because I only got like 2 chapters in and I do want to get through that soon. So I can at least start another book this week. I'd love to finish at least one more. I mean, on my pile, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more books. So yeah, let's see where we get to. Good morning. It is Thursday, and so far, my week is really weird when it comes to reading. I had one day when I read like so much, and then it all fizzled out. So yesterday, before going to group, I did read another chapter in Memoirs of a Geisha. I don't know what's wrong with the script audiobook, to be honest. Something's just off. I can't continue listening to it. So driving around yesterday, I listened again to Frankly in Love, which is not on my schedule for this month, but it's the it is one of these books that I still have. I think I'm at like 60% or something. For some reason, it's a fluffy, nice book, but I can't really 100% get into it. It's not gripping me that much, so I'm going through, but I'm not emotionally attached to it. So I'm just listening to it whenever I have nothing else to listen to. So I listened to that for a couple of percent. And when I came home, I wanted to read Magic Study and I fell asleep again. So this leads to me being awake in the morning, and I have already done everything I need to do in the morning. I cleaned up the kitchen and everything. It's now 8:30 and I will read a chapter in Memoirs of a Geisha. And hopefully after that I will get into Magic Study for a chapter. I want to read for a total hour and then start working. So fingers crossed that I'm actually going to read for an hour and make some progress in Magic Study. I really do want to start and finish that today, this week. Sorry. I have Korean class later tonight, and I'm probably going there right from work, so I won't have much time to read. And then on the train, I'm only going to be like for 15 minutes on the train, so it's not really worth getting my book out. It's not even a chapter, but let's see if I can read a little bit tonight on my way to and from Korean class. And yeah, because of the class I'll be back quite late, and I have a feeling I'm going to be really tired again, but let's see how much I can do. On a side note, Amazon right now has a 70% off English books, so I spent quite some money on that, and I'm expecting books to arrive at my doorstep soon. I think I ordered around 30 books, so I think I might do a haul video. This might actually be worth doing a haul video for this, so let's see. All right, so let's read Memoirs of a Geisha, get into Magic Study, and then get to work. Okay, I'm on my way to Korean class. I did my chapter in Memoirs of a Geisha. Nothing in this book really can happen at this point to not rate it 5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed so much. If you have book recommendations, kind of if you liked Memoirs of a Geisha, you probably will like this. Please let me know. I'm absolutely open, and I would love to put more stuff on my TBR. Yeah, I don't, but that kind of stuff I do. Ja.
Ja, ne?
Ja.
Okay.
Aber die auch. Aber es ist ja auch beides noch, ist noch alles noch wiederholen, ne?
Ja, das ist.
Ich habe nur die Zahlen.
Ja.
Hello, it is a Friday. I did not read much more. I read one more chapter in Queen. Well, no, it's not Queen of Tolia. I'm reading Magic Study. Oh my god. I read one more chapter in Magic Study, and I am liking this book so much. I don't know why I'm not reading. So last night when I came home from Korean class, I knew that I had to study a little bit. I need to catch up to this class, otherwise this class will not make sense at all, and we need to utilize this Saturday's class as much as we can to actually get ahead a little bit. So I knew I wouldn't be able to study much today, so I studied a lot last night, and then I continued finishing up the 12 Days of Christmas giveaways boxes for you guys. So I did go to sleep quite late or quite early, depending on how you see it in the time of the day. And today I got up, I worked a little bit, and then I got a call from my customs department that I had 2 boxes in customs that I had to pick up, and I was missing the notification. So this was kind of annoying, to be honest, because you have like 7 days to pick this stuff up, otherwise it'll be sent back. But if you don't get a notification, so one of the boxes that I picked up is the Fox and Wit, and they printed out some design to glue onto the box to make it a little bit more pretty. I am looking forward to unboxing this. I will do that this weekend, so I will have a few things to edit while I am on sick leave. And yeah, so now I'm going home and I'll continue working, and hopefully on my way to Korean class later today I will continue reading Magic Study, and on my way driving I will continue Memoirs of a Geisha. I am very close to finishing it and I'm loving it so much. And then I'll have to think about what I want to read on the weekend. I do need to film a lot on the weekend. I want to film the 12 days of giveaways. I want to film the unboxings that I hear, because then during the week I will get into the hospital, so I won't be able to film. And so yeah, I still want to read Now We Go Home. I want to read Strange Magic. I want to read the How and the Why, and I need to finish Magic Study, and I want to read Wicked Saints. These are my priority. Hallo.
Hallo.
Sie haben es mal für mich, ne?
Ja, wir hatten das halt in diesem Arzt mal probiert und dann.
Aber ich bin jetzt nicht so extrem, dass ich jetzt anfange.
Einfach da lang, ne?
Ja, da lang, das ist fast egal.
So it is Saturday. I am on my way to Korean class again. Hopefully this is the last time on a Saturday. Maybe one more time, but we really need to start catching up. I almost finished Memoirs of a Geisha. I have like 2 or 3 pages left, but I had to leave, so couldn't finish the last ones. Now I will continue reading Magic Study, and let's see how much I will be able to do on the weekend. It would be great if I could get a little bit further in what I want to do, but I can't really promise that. So let's see what the day brings, and well, it's a beautiful day at least. And then let's see where we get to. So let's first go do some studying. So I reached page 70 while I was on the train, and I have to say I am a little bit concerned about some inconsistencies and about some convenient setups. So if some characters are giving the main character items that don't necessarily make sense, well, some of them made sense, but it all felt like, oh, the author went back and had these people give these items to her so that she will have them later when I need her to have these items to get her out of a situation. That's kind of what it felt like, and the behavior of her brother did not make sense to me at all. It's just it just doesn't make sense. The other thing that really rubbed me the wrong way is that I felt like the author tried to be really creative about talking about how the culture is set up, how her culture of these people in a living in trees is different and wonderful. But what it really was like is having modern day things made up in like a Tarzan way. For example, she would talk about something like an elevator. She would talk about something like a lift or like a fan. So it's all items that exist in our world, but they're all made out of lianas. And it's like, if you want to come up with like a creative, fun, different kind of world, be creative and fun and be different, and don't create a jungle camp with like modern day accessories and bring them to, no. I'm just not a fan of that. So yeah, overall I am struggling with the book a little bit. I hope it gets better now. We just got some action and got some motives explained where I feel like the brother's starting to make a lot more sense. But his overall behavior, there's still some plot holes in my opinion. So I'm hoping that evens out again. I'm hoping that will change again later on, so that I can just enjoy this book right now. I'm on the fence, and if this doesn't get better, I might say no to it, which I really don't want to do. So let's get some coffee and let's go to class. I got myself some nice flowers for my background for my videos, and it's gotten so late that now my train is only going hourly and it's too cold to wait on the platform and read or train my vocabulary. So I'm walking around the train station until it's like 10 minutes to the train coming, because I don't want to fucking freeze. So let's see if there's something, because I haven't just spent like what, $200 on books on Amazon because of that really good deal. Let's look for more books, shall we? I'm completely shocked how small this book is compared to the first book. This is like, I was like, is this a sequel or is this like an in-between kind of thing? Usually I'm not that big of a fan of the German covers, but this branding is awesome. It all says I am, and then the different ones have like, I'm revenge, I am hate, I'm anger, I'm fear, I'm pain, I am the night. This branding is awesome. I love this. Pretty as well. I like this. Could someone please explain to me why I am going through the magic studies so slowly? What's going on? I am having minor issues with the storyline, but that never hindered me before, so I don't know what it is. So since all I'm eating today is this, in preparation of my surgery next week, I can drink liquid, so I'm wondering if I should be drinking this. I would love to, but alcohol probably not the best idea. Anywho, I have it standing here and laughing at me. So because this is my dinner and I am having some trouble with magic study, just getting through at the pace that I want to just take a breather and just get out for like half an hour or so and then dive back in. And my idea for this was to get into a manga, because I did get a couple of mangas in my huge Amazon book haul, which is the first part is waiting back there. And I want to unbox and film them on camera. So since I'm still waiting for a couple of packages being delivered, I want to open them so bad, but also want to do that as a proper haul, etc. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is trying to find a manga that I ordered, which is about ramen, one of my favorite things in the world to eat. So I will find that book, read the manga, and then get back into the magic study, and I'll have my dinner while reading. So let's try and find the box that has it in it. Okay, let's go. So do you want to get a sneak peek of one of the boxes that I got? I already opened it and I know that the manga is in here, and I'm just going to show you what's inside in preparation for the big haul. I'm actually considering for the haul to do this is my huge Amazon book haul slash why the F did I buy that shit, to just challenge myself if I remember why I bought it. And I'm just gonna show you real quick and try to put in one sentence why I bought it to see how well it works, I guess, before I'm going to film that on Monday or Tuesday. I need to film that before I go into hospital, so yeah. So I bought The Rage of Dragons because a YouTuber who I follow and trust their opinion has been raving about it, linking that video somewhere. I have bought the manga because I want to get back into mangas, and I love ramen, and it sounded funny. I have bought Long May She Reign because I have had it on my wish list for an insane time. The Rule of One I purchased because it absolutely spiked my interest after reading the summary saying that this is playing in a futuristic USA where people are only allowed to have one kid, and the protagonist that we're following has the secret that they have a twin sister. I bought this because Brandon Sanderson. Does that count? The last book in this box is Other Earth, and I bought this because I have read and liked the first book in the series. Not enough to wanting to buy the book right away, but I have contemplated in my mind since reading the first book as an arc if I wanted to continue with the series or not. And when it was presented to me with like being a few bucks, I couldn't say no. So how was that? Does that make sense? Could you watch a full video haul like this? I think I could do it. I think I could actually do it. All right. So I just put everything else back into the box except for this. I'm gonna dive into this real quick and then get back to this. It's already Saturday and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 books that I want to read this week. How is this happening? I would have to read 1 book a day. I'm going to have surgery on Thursday, which is the 28th. So I'm going to have Friday and Saturday, which if everything's going right, I will be released on Saturday. And hopefully I will be okay on Thursday after the surgery or before the surgery, depending on at what time I'm actually going in. And I'm hopefully going to be okay, in pain, but okay to read on Friday. So I can move 1 book to after the surgery, which leaves me with 3 books that I need to read before then, which is already a lot more doable. But anyways, this needs to get done tomorrow, so on Sunday. No excuses. Let's go. Okay, that was fun. And even though I'm not that big of a manga person yet, this is probably one that I'm going to keep because I love ramen. So, yeah, my shared love for ramen with the main character makes me love this manga. It is really fun. It just explains a few things about how ramen is constructed, what types of ramen there is. It just talks about ramen, and I love it. It's so silly, and I enjoy it so much. So it took me, what, like 40 minutes to get through? So I'm really tired now, and it's quite late. I might try and read one more chapter in the magic study. Then I'm going to take my gold mask off. You didn't think I was naturally this like golden glittery. I'm not like Edward in the movies. So yeah, I'm gonna read one chapter and then I'm gonna go to sleep because I am so tired. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. It is Sunday, and after waking up, I spent a little time in bed reading. I got around 30 pages further. I have no idea why I am reading this slowly. Yes, I am making notes and I'm writing into the book, and this does take a little bit more time than just reading. But honestly, I am reading this so freaking slow. That's not okay. I do really need to finish this today, so I might have to divide and conquer and think about what I want to film today and just do a few of the things filming wise on Wednesday and prioritize editing my vlogs and finishing this book. So it's now 1:30 p.m. Yeah, I slept forever, but if you've been following me, you might already know that I like to sleep long on weekends. I am an evening person, not a morning person, so I usually tend to sleep late when I have the chance. So I just made myself some breakfast, whoop-de-whoop, and I'm going to have that breakfast and then get back into reading. I'll read for another hour, and then I'll just make a schedule of when I want to read how much and go edit in between and then see where I'm going to be at tonight. Page 203. I'm almost halfway. And the week is over. I wanted to get through this, and honestly, I am enjoying this a lot. And I don't know why I am so slow and why it's taking me so long. It has two aspects. One, I am reading this really, really slowly. Of course, I'm making notes, so it does take a little bit longer than other books. But come on, why am I reading that slowly? I have no explanation for it. Especially because I'm loving it and it's not like complicated or something. It reads actually quite, it flows, you know? So it should be a really quick read. But for some reason it isn't. There's a few things that I have issues with. Some parts of it is the behavior of some of the people. But overall, yeah, and in some cases I felt like the author is trying to be something that she's not. Or she's trying to be like super creative, super original, and then she's not original or creative. But then other times I'm like, yes, this is awesome and I like it. Anyways, the week is over. I have to get ready for next week. I have to make my plan for next week, and because I will be having surgery on Thursday, it's all a little bit of an unknown, if you know what I mean. How much did I read this week? I don't know. It's late. I need to go to bed, but I'm going to put it probably there on the screen because it looks like there's some room. Am I satisfied with my reading this week? Actually, I think I am. I'm a little bit disappointed that this is taking me so long, but other than that, I'm not mad at my week. If anybody's actually watching at this point, congratulations, you made it. I really want to get into some more of the Goliaths of fantasy. I have not read some of the biggest fantasy work pieces that I want to read. So I really want to read The Wheel of Time. I mean, I want to read Brandon Sanderson. I want to read so many things, but I really do want to read Wheel of Time. And I have the books here for, what, 1.5 years now, and I haven't picked up a single one because I'm a little intimidated by the size. And I shouldn't be. I should just pick them up, right? So I'm thinking of doing a read-along if anybody's interested in reading The Wheel of Time with me. And you're interested in doing a read-along, I'm thinking like 1 book a month next year, and this would take us almost through the series, and that would be just awesome. So I really want to do that. So if you would like to join that, let me know. And if there's enough people, I would set something up like a Discord and a Twitter or whatever you guys want to exchange. Let me know in the comments down below what type of things you would want. This is it for this week. I am going to catch a couple of hours of sleep now and then start fresh into a new week that will change my life forever, because I'm heading into the surgery and I'm still looking forward to this, and well, not to the pain but to the change. And next week I can also start unboxing this over there, because tomorrow most of the books that are still missing from the Amazon sale are here, and then I can do my unboxing video, and probably my unboxing video will be up before this one will be up. All right, so see you then. Bye.